Yeah, when I was born, I was the fifth sister of my family, because it was an exceptional, and no one can accept that five daughters without a son for a father, and they think that girls cannot do anything.
In this episode of Into the Life, I bring before you a very valiant and brave Nargis Taraki. The one who, despite being brazenly threatened by Taliban, continues her door-to-door campaign for education, has started her own NGO for the said purpose, and features in BBC 2018 100 Influential and Inspiring Women's List.
Back onto the 1970, we were a democratic nations, but civil war disrupted our beliefs and democratic values. Terrorist groups imposed their own idea in the name of Islamic rules on our society, and injected the girls' education as a non-Islamic phenomenon in our society.
More than a decade and a half after the US-led military intervention in Afghanistan ousted the Taliban government in 2001, an estimate two-thirds of the Afghan girls still do not attend school.
When the BBC 100 Women List was published, and
Yes.
and also with my speech that I was talking in TED stage, I received some messages. It was from actually from Taliban group that they told me, you should not talk about against your village or that regime. So you are not allowed anytime that come here. And they directly threatened me. I saved that messages with me, but I don't care.
Out of the 3.7 million children that do not go to school, 60% are girls. Their parents make them opt out of school because they are more prone to sexual violence and harassment, especially during the menstruation cycles, when they have nowhere to go except filthy common toilets. The social strata in Afghanistan does not treat women as equal citizens. Men want to have control over women. Nargis's parents had immense pressure on them to swap her with a boy or go for a second marriage. However, her father stood by herself and supported her education.
Immigrant life shaped the darkest part of our memory, that we just want to bring peace in our country. Peace. We want peace in Afghanistan. And we pray that we will never go back to the either immigrant or other countries.
As Taliban gained control over Afghanistan, Nargis's family had to flee to Pakistan. She still feels that the best thing happened to her there was that their parents had a son. Today, Nargis is a proud graduate and even taught the Kabul University. Domestic violence, marriage at an early age, abuse, both physical and mental, is common for women in Afghanistan. Life is a constant challenge. Nargis considers her father as her hero. Sadly, he died of cancer last year, but she feels that his unflinching support has made her into a person what she is today.
And my father always told that God gives me daughters, and I felt the responsibility for all girls of the society. I experienced that many issues related to girls in our society, like divorce them or something. When some of our relatives, some girls or women of our relatives faced with violence, my father was helped them sometimes endure divorce, and sometimes in their lives to have happy lives. As I told, he was hero. He was the best person. I'm working with government sector, and I have an NGO for girls education. Its name Vija Social and Culture Organization. I'm director of that. I'm working with other girls' rights education activists, other local communities, social organizations to work on broader campaigns to make or broad changes in favor of girls' education.